expectations for that event going into this meet, so yeah.
What made you decide to do it?
I don't know, I like kind of talked a lot of smack to my coaches. I was like, I can be good at this event, just put me in it. And so eventually they were like, okay, then do it. And like, if you're gonna say that you can be good at this event, you should do it. And so I kind of said that before the college season this year, because I had been putting up pretty good times in our threshold IM practices. So I swam at a few dual meets this year and I had some pretty good times, and then I thought about swimming it at NC's, but I just don't really have the walls and underwaters to be in that race as much as like the 2 free. So I opted for the 2 free.
So you have a full schedule for Worlds right now. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, one thing that my coaches and I like to say is just like one step at a time. So I'm not really thinking about it that much, honestly. The only thing I'm thinking about right now is just my 400 free tomorrow, and that's that.
So what did you put together in that race? Where did you think you could excel, and what strokes were you a little worried about?
Well, I had a lot of people come up to me today and say that they were like waiting for me to die on a particular stroke, and it just never happened. And a lot of people thought my breaststroke was going to be really bad, but my first own team ever when I was 10 was breaststroke. So I have a little bit of breaststroke background, and I know that's not much, but I was worried. So the only other suited 4IM I've done in the last like 10 years was in Charlotte 2 weeks ago, and I kicked too much on backstroke, and I like couldn't put a good breaststroke leg together. So backstroke and breaststroke were the 2 legs I was worried about, just because I knew I'd have easy speed on the fly, and I didn't want to use my legs too much on the back and not be able to do anything on the breast.
So you spent so much time with freestyle with Katie and sort of swimming behind her. Now you're at the front. What was it like to swim at the front?
I mean, I wasn't really paying attention to anything around me, just because you can't really do that in the 4IM, especially because you never know what strokes people are going to be good at that day, and who can come home really fast. And I knew that everyone in that field had a different stroke that they were really good at, so I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm ahead. And then I would say that the only thing that I was really confident in was I just knew that if I was in a good position at the 300, I could always finish really well because of my aerobic freestyle. So yeah.
So you had a really good meet this week, obviously. What's the key to performing well at a high pressure meet like this, where spots for the team are on the line?
Yeah, well, actually, after that race, Faisal and I were talking, and she was like, how much pressure did you feel for that race? And she was like, none, probably. And so I think because I didn't put all of this pressure on myself for that event, I think that's why I did really well. And so yeah.
How did you feel like the way the end of the race happened with Ella getting DQ'd, Bethany getting DQ'd, did that take anything away from like kind of the special nature of that environment?
Did what take?
Did you like what happened with the DQs? Did that affect kind of the atmosphere you thought?
I mean, yeah, it was pretty devastating to watch 2 girls get DQ'd, and that was really sad, but there's nothing that I could have done about it, and so I was, yeah, obviously really sad for them.
Did you get to talk to Ella at all before or after she found out?
No, but I know she'll have a great 2IM, and so she still has another chance.
Did anybody give you any advice before you did that race?
My coach, Corey, wanted me to try to negative split each 100, and so that's something that we've practiced in all of our IM sets, and so that was definitely something I tried to do on the breast. I don't think I did on the breaststroke, but I wanted to try to build, and he talked about not just going all out, going from 0 to 100, kind of building into it, and I think that really helped me, because sometimes I can have no chill.
Leah, could you put in perspective for us what making 6 straight World Championship teams